Welcome to MiSpot, where we balance, heal, and activate who we truly are. You can call me Kiki. And tonight we are celebrating the third quarter moon. And yeah, so come on in the room, and let's get this party started. So I'm feeling better, but tell me if this resonates for you. So do you feel, or have you been feeling, maybe over the last, I don't know, maybe just a week, honestly, could have been longer, but do you feel like emotional? And when I say emotional, you could be on the brink of tears, you could be in tears, but do you resonate with feeling emotional? The energy has definitely been very emotional. So it's like, if you have been feeling that way, you aren't by yourself, because it's kind of like what's going on in general. A lot of like relationship wounds could be coming up right now. You could be feeling maybe a little lonely, or feeling like people don't understand, or like, where's your tribe? Like, where are your people? Like, why does it feel like you are alone or by yourself, or people don't get it? Well, I'm just here to say you're definitely not alone. But the other part, what's this? I don't know what that means. Anyway, so So tonight we're going to, of course, see what the moon message is. But I just kind of wanted to talk about what's been coming up in general, like over the last week or so. So some of the emotions could not necessarily be like towards another person. Some of the emotions could be us maybe feeling not sorry for yourself, but you could be feeling like I said, like you don't have any support, or like people don't understand, or people don't get it. That kind of energy. You feel like, like I said, like, where's your tribe? But you also could just be coming to the realization of a lot of things that you might have been trying to force, like a lot of like emotional work, a lot of mental work, a lot of like just work when it comes to relationships. And you could just kind of be at a place where you're like, you know what you deserve, you know what you give. And so you're kind of tired of like not getting it in return. You're not alone. That's the energy right now. And that's what these eclipses have come to do, is kind of bring those things to surface, bring those things to the forefront, so that we can cut out what's no longer serving our best and highest good. So before we dig in too deep, I just kind of wanted to see if that resonated. There's definitely like an illusion that has definitely been broken, shattered. Like, there is no question about what's been cleared out, or what is being cleared out. I'm kind of, I don't want to say nervous, but I'm interested to see what this next eclipse is going to be. But there's some emotional healing going on, like I said, which is in line with everything that's been happening in the sky. But the biggest piece that I see is that some of us have acquired more spiritual gifts. You probably can see through deception, or at least you have eliminated that spirit when it comes up in you. So you're able to recognize what it feels like in your own being, and then you're able to respond to it. Not necessarily react, but respond. I really hope this is working because I don't know what this green thing is. But anyway, so but yeah, so let me know if that resonates. But you've broken through something. You've broken through like a layer of distraction, a layer of nonsense, a layer of what wasn't in alignment, what didn't work, low vibration, like too like beneath you kind of energy. We've broken through that, and we're like manifesting, ascending, rising, moving up into our next timeline. Okay, so let's just go ahead and ground really quickly. Go ahead and take 3 deep breaths in through the nose. Long exhale out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. And just allow yourself to sit up as straight as possible as you inhale. Hold it. And when you exhale, just allow yourself to sink in. Allowing all your muscles to relax. 3rd time in through the nose. Long exhale out through the mouth. Just feel the tension and stress melt away as you exhale. If you need another breath, go ahead and inhale. Hold 4 counts, release, exhale slowly. When we exhale, just allow ourselves to scan our bodies from head to toe. And just take as many breaths as you need to get completely relaxed. Breathe into any tension. Allow yourself to let go of frustration. Breathe in. Release confusion. Breathe in love. And exhale fear. like we're being called forward, called like future forward, forward moving right, moving on the right path. Oh my goodness. Moving forward. Is this live? Anyway, okay. Let's just call in our spirit teams of love and light connected to the sun, the most high, source, the divine God. We call in our ancestors of divine love and healing light. We call in ascended masters, Christ consciousness, archangels, guardian angels, any others that are not connected to the sun, you must leave. All others, you may stay. And we just thank you as we set the intention to ground, heal, and activate our highest self into the purpose and calling that you have for us to complete. And we ask that you allow us to connect to your energy, protecting us from any forms of darkness, and guide us towards the marvelous light, towards peace, prosperity, love, abundance, overflow, clarity, calm, safe. We thank you, Mother Earth, for always being our source of grounding. It is done. All right, we can come on back to the room when we are ready. I really hope I have sound. I don't know how to check it. What's this? No. I don't know. I think I look at this all the time. All right. Okay. So this week, we're already halfway through September. It's like, really? Time really flies when you're having fun. So, all right. So this week, of course, we have this third quarter moon that we're celebrating right now. And then we have Mercury moving into Libra on the 18th. And then we have Venus moving into Virgo on the 19th. All right. So we're going to talk about that energy and what that could mean. If you're familiar with Mercury and Libra, Mercury, of course, is the planet of communication, information, travel. Libra is a sign of balance, harmony, relationships. So those two coming together is actually a good thing, depending on where things fall in our natal chart. But in general, the energy should be complementary. So we'll dig into that. And then on the 19th, we have Venus moving into Virgo. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, attraction, money, moving into Virgo, a sign of perfection, details, routine, health, work, even, okay, practice. So this energy could also be complementary, where Venus is allowing us some love in the areas of work, routine, maybe even some of the details. We could be getting some communication, because Virgo is also ruled by the planet Mercury. So we're going to be getting some love and some balancing out, some harmony, definitely some stability when it comes to like our effort, our work effort, our work habits, the things that we want to pay more attention to, the things we want to perfect, the details we want to tweak. Okay, we're going to be getting some flowy energy there, thankfully. All right, depending on a few things, but for the most part, the energy, I actually feel better just even talking about it. Okay. All right. So that's what's happening in the sky this week. Let me just go back and just kind of share. The third quarter moon is a time for like getting more organized. Definitely has that work habits kind of energy. Um, but it's calling us to kind of like be more in flow. It's calling us to kind of slow down, to relax into something, to ease into something. This is just definitely like a very flowy kind of energy. Like we're preparing to relax. We're preparing to rest. We're like wrapping things up so that we can like chill out. You could be going, you could be traveling, you could be going away on a trip. Okay. But that's what this last quarter, third quarter moon is. It's kind of like preparing us for the next thing. Okay. The refresh, the blank slate. But we have some time to kind of like rest, relax, settle in. Like we're kind of getting more comfortable in the energy. I was talking earlier about how you could have gained like another spiritual gift. You could have realized that you could be trusting your intuition on a different level. Your body could speak to you differently. Your dreams, your visions, your even your manifestations, like what you're able to accomplish, what you're able to do. You could feel very accomplished and successful, but you could be feeling like you've done a lot of work to maybe stabilize yourself or get yourself like forward, like getting yourself ahead, and you're kind of feeling like you want somebody to share it with. You want company, you want support, you want companionship. Okay, but you're just kind of starting to really like recognize where you might have been not being as honest as you could with yourself. You could be realizing that you may not have sorry, is that better? I'm gonna be better. You could be realizing that, there was some illusions that you were telling yourself, and this has been coming up because I've been seeing some posts on Instagram. I actually commented on a post basically talking about like doing your shadow work and asking yourself the hard questions. Doing your shadow work, asking yourself why you do certain things, why you don't do certain things. Really releasing that wounded inner child that is not free. So When we're not doing our shadow work, we're probably lying to ourselves about some things. Some things can be conscious, some things could be subconscious. But I heard a while ago that the worst person you could lie to is yourself. The worst person you could lie to is yourself. And that's what I'm talking about, like breaking the illusion off your own mind, breaking the illusion off your own discernment, your own intuition, your own third eye, like literally like clearing out the dirt, the debris, the distractions, and really being able to see things clearly, being able to have mental clarity on things, recognizing confusion, recognizing frustration, recognizing what doesn't make sense, and realizing that when you feel that energy, you don't give it a lot of yours. It's beneath you. It doesn't do anything for you. Yeah, doesn't do anything for you. All right. So allow yourself to just get comfortable, to settle in, to make sure you get some rest, and to surrender. This is a time of surrendering. Okay. We have let go of a lot. The eclipse came through, allowed us to release a lot emotionally. And then this next one that we're going to experience in Virgo is going to just kind of like set the course for like what's grounded and can stay, like what can stand the next level, what can stand the next test, what can stand the time. It's like we're getting more connected in alignment with what's going to allow us to be more rooted, more grounded. But there's like a balancing of communication, information, headspace, like clear mind, like thinking. You're going, it's, I can't even like describe it, but a clear mind. I can't even, it's like that's why I was being called over here. It's almost like we were kind of like blocking ourselves off from looking at the future or looking too far in the future because we wanted to either maybe stay stuck in the past or focus on something in the past or whatever. Or we could have been trying to stay present, but it was still bleeding into past things. And it's like now we can like truly look forward. I look to my right because my right always represents the future, what's coming, what's next. And during the grounding, it was almost like I could feel almost like a block, like a shadow right here. And it's like, why are you resisting it? All of this feels so clear and open. You can see all of that. Everything that's over there. You can see every detail, but it's like we're not paying attention to those details. Let's look over here and let's focus on these new details. Or let's create new details. But it feels good to actually be able to just turn my neck this way and embrace the clarity, the breaking up, the blockages, the obstacles that were blinding, distracting, and stopping us from truly seeing the future. What's stopping you from seeing the future? What's holding you back from seeing what's ahead? What is in the way of you moving forward? That's the energy of the eclipse. The eclipse, my plant. Oh, this that way. The eclipse or these eclipse, I'm telling you, if this is where we are right now, and the eclipse was on the new moon, right? So that was a week ago. This time next week, or like the week after, whew, basically the rest of the month of September. But I already know that we're in for it through the end of the year, honestly. We have some pretty strong planets in retrograde, planets that shift society thinking, they shift generational patterns, they shift things on a large scale. They're in retrograde. So a lot of intuitive, divine, karmic, manifesting, um, like spiritual downloads, uh, like death and rebirth, like transformation, like they carry all that energy, and they're in retrograde right now. So there's a revisiting, there's a reflecting, there's a refining that's happening in those areas. So we could be revisiting some old emotions, we could be revisiting some past experiences that we need to tighten up, deal with, heal, so that we can go forward. Because there are some things that maybe have disappointed us or lied to us, or where we lied to ourselves, that some things that happened previously that are kind of still blocking us from moving in the right direction. All right. That's really all I got. Yeah. Let's see. We have Mars entering Scorpio this week, opposing Uranus in Gemini. The sun moves into Libra. The sun is in Virgo, trining Pluto in Aquarius, who I believe is still in retrograde. Uranus is in retrograde too, I believe, as well. Yes, Uranus went into retrograde on September 5th. Venus in Leo is in conjunction with the South Node in Virgo. Mercury, of course, enters Libra. So that's an energy of, like I said, of letting go, definitely surrendering, like letting justice prevail, letting things play out, letting things balance out, letting things be, like naturally, fate, destiny, allowing things to really like shake out and preparing us for a fresh start. Very powerful energy with that. So Libra season could be very significant for us, especially if you have Libra in a beneficial placement in your chart, your natal chart. But even if it's in a place where it's challenging, at least you can take the energy and ask for what you need, what you want, call out what's blocking you. You know, once you know what your struggles are, once you can admit, you know, what the problem is, of course, then you can change it. So if you have any challenges when it comes to balancing things out, letting things go, like releasing control, surrendering to fate, the divine, like having more faith, even trusting in divine justice, karmic justice, even trusting in like the power of communication, the power of your word, your words, like undoing any type of deception, correcting, fixing the information, setting the record straight. There was another message of integrity. That's it. Integrity. So your integrity could be seen right now. You could be very well respected for your integrity. People may be starting to notice, or maybe you'll start to get like communication on how you are either respected or trusted or even understood. You could also be expecting some level of integrity in return. Like that's kind of like that setting the record straight kind of energy, that Mercury moving into Libra. The affirmation here says, I am honest with myself and others, and I attract great honesty, integrity, and support from the universe. I am honest with myself and others, and I attract great honesty, integrity, and support from the universe. It tells me that, like, that says, like, ask for what you want. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. And that's something that has also come to the forefront with this emotional, like that Pisces full moon. That was, very intuitive, emotional, spiritual, very third eye, upper chakra kind of energy, right? And it allowed us to maybe even better understand our own emotions. Like maybe you've become more emotionally intelligent or more emotionally mature, and so now you're able to communicate better, or you're able to communicate what you need emotionally, what your emotional needs are, which takes some thought, honestly. I think that a lot of our emotional needs could change. Hopefully they don't change like day to day, but I guess depending on where you are, what's going on, it could change. If you're being called to be more emotionally intelligent, more emotionally mature, like healing your emotional wounds so that you're not carrying a lot of like nasty energy or unnecessary energy, like energy that's going to like hold you back because, you don't know how to regulate your emotions. You could be being called to be brave, to have courage, to surrender, to have faith, and ask for that type of clarity, ask for that type of understanding, ask for the words. Yeah, ask. Ask, seek, no. Ask. So, what do we want? We want clarity. We want communication. We want divine alignment. We want no confusion, no frustration. We want to feel supported, loved, safe. We definitely want justice. We want peace. We want balance, harmony. We also have Venus entering Virgo. Oh, I said that. Excuse me. I said that, my bad. All right. Let's see what the Moonology deck has for us. So I think that is pretty straightforward. There's definitely like some type of trusting the universe, trusting fate, destiny. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Holy Spirit, ancestors of divine love and healing light, please protect us as we download the messages for our best and highest good. Anything that's not for our best and highest good, please close, shut, lock, and block that door. In the name above all names, amen. All right, what we got a lot. So we got like 5 or 6 cards. 6 cards came out. So your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. I actually mentioned this about how you could be feeling like you've done a lot of hard work, and now you could feel like you want to take a breather. Like you've manifested like quite a bit. You've manifested exactly what you wanted. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. This card has come out recently as well. Hold your vision. Then we have you are very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. You are very close to achieving your goal. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Look at that. Another confirmation of Libra season. And then here we go again. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. This came out last moon celebration during the eclipse. Communication is key. So your hard work is paying off. Continue to take action, but allow yourself to rest. So there's going to be a balancing act as we move through the rest of September and into Libra season. Okay, stay focused on the vision that's ahead of you, that's in front of you. You're very close to achieving your goal, and there's going to be a win-win outcome. I really thought that I just like prayed for that almost. And then communication is key is another confirmation of our message from last week. So that's kind of tying in the eclipse. The bottom of the deck, step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So see, we've already moved into the next timeline. We've already shifted. We've ascended. We've grown up. And we're not responding to things the way that we used to respond. And we know better. So when we know better, we do better. We know better now because now we can feel it in our body. Now we can feel it in our head space. We can feel it in our neck. We can feel it in our shoulders. We can feel it in our back. We know now, right? We're tapped in now. All right, let's read. This might be a little lengthy tonight because I do want to get some oracle messages and maybe even the angel numbers. We'll see about the angel numbers. But, oh, look, I turned to a win-win outcome is on the forecast. So let's read that. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason. and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time. So try not to fight it. This card can offer a professional this card can also offer a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. I am not feeling this. I have never had these many commercials. Um, Doing so might be the answer to your question. Attune to the moon. Let go of that which is falling away. Let go of that which is falling away. Additional meanings for this card. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. And that's what I was talking about. Like we become more emotionally mature. So like we're not responding the same. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. That's getting back in that rhythm, getting back in routine, like exercising. At least that's what it's telling me. More like just kind of being back on your grind, back in routine. It's not, I can't say it any other way. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great time for a makeover. How you doing? We can always do something different now. The teaching. No matter when you pull the full moon in Libra card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. Negotiations are easier. So this is going to be a very powerful transit through Libra with this who's that? Mercury. Mercury's moving into Libra, and Venus, who also is tied to Libra, Venus rules Libra, is moving into Virgo. So there's like I said, Libra, even Virgo, along with Mercury, give you that airy headspace, that not airy like ditzy, but like clear, open mind, clear energy. Confusion doesn't belong here. That's what that gift, that spiritual gift is. When you recognize deception, you're immediately turned off, dried up. Mm-mm, ain't working. Ain't working. Um, so Libra season is going to be significant. Leo season definitely was. I predicted that a couple messages ago, and Libra season did not disappoint. I'm sorry, Leo season did not disappoint. Now here we are in Libra. I'm gonna tell you another time that's going to be important is the full moon in Gemini during Sagittarius season. We'll probably actually get exactly what we're looking for when it comes to how we see things, when it what we need on like a mental level, like the mental stimulation, the mental attraction that we need, that we're looking for, will probably come to fruition sometime by the new moon in Gemini. So that will be in Gemini season. I know that may sound far away, but we have things to do right now. We are working, we are taking action, we're staying focused on our vision, on what's getting us closer to our dreams, closer to our goal. But allowing ourselves to rest, allowing ourselves to stay grounded, and recognizing that we can create a win-win outcome, and possibly create that win-win outcome through communication. Communication is very, very heavy right now. All right. We probably are going to be called to respond to something just differently, not in a harsh way. There may be something that like really triggered us or got us emotional. And sometimes when it like presents itself again, we can fall back into the emotional triggering or frustration or just kind of being annoyed. Um, versus like sitting with that clarity, getting that clarity for ourselves, and then moving forward where it's a win-win and a goal is achieved or met for everyone involved. Like it says here that a win-win outcome is possible with give and take, right? But it says that there is a sense that we need to balance our ego with someone else's needs, right? It also said, hold on. Climaxes and climaxes and conclusions. There was something else about someone else's needs. Was that another message? But basically, seeing things through the eyes of love, like seeing things from a different perspective. So now that you have done some work and you're attuned to a higher vibration, a higher frequency, when these lower frequencies are like, you know, coming at you, you respond differently. You know how to let it go. Like what's already falling away, you're fine with letting it fall away. That's growth. Okay. We're still being called to continue to focus on ourselves. But here it goes. We're being encouraged to find balance between our desires and those of the people around us. Okay. So there's a balancing act with this one, hence that Libra scale. So Libra season could be significant. With this eclipse, we'll see. We'll find out. I can tell you that we will find out. But you stay focused on your vision. Everything here is about moving forward and communicating in a way, in a new way. Communicating in a new way, for sure. For sure. Let's read you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. All right, you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. The word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want. Though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense. So don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. That's not meant to scare you. It's just to let you know there's a fuse attached to this situation. So be careful if you choose to light it. Attuned to the moon. I know that I'm on the right track. Confirmation. Additional meanings for this card. Now is a good time to review your plans. Keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. Stay focused. It's a good time to start a new project. You need to get back into good health habits. Confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. The teaching. The gibbous moon comes at the very end of the lunar cycle, just before the full moon. She looks like she's bulging because she's almost a full moon. So she's nearly fully rounded. It's the culmination of the waxing cycle. As such, tends to be a rather intense period of the month. No matter when you pull this card, it suggests a very ripe time and a very ripe situation. So that's where we are being called, like I was saying earlier, to like not lose our cool with something, to respond with love. And listen, if we're not ready, we can just ask for space. We can ask for time. We don't have to like get all bent out of shape, especially to do the same emotions that don't work, right? So we're being called to step into our higher self and respond differently. We're being called to not respond the same way we have before. And it's like recognizing that you, things from the past or before could be coming back around to trigger you, to test you. It doesn't necessarily mean like it's coming around because it's different or it's shifted or it's changed. It could just be coming back around to see if it can get a rise out of you, attention from you. So we're just being called to stay grounded and recognizing that if we're not ready or we're not in a position, that we can just ask for more space or ask for time. Okay. Okay. All right. I think we're good on the rest of the Moonology deck. I'm sure Hold Your Vision has been read at least in the last 4 moon celebrations. So in the last month, Your Hard Work is Paying Off did come out first. Hold Your Vision, like I said already. Let's do Your Hard Work is Paying Off, New Moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds a new start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even in 5 years' time. That will inform you that will inform your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's a time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is you want to achieve. Attune to the moon. Make a proper plan and execute it well. Additional meanings. I heard a man with a plan. Additional meanings for this card. You need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. The teaching. Capricorn is the sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each new year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. There's a lot of confirmation here to this first and foremost, and it already said something about the previous card. It said something about a new start, like professionally. So that could be resonating for a lot of people, moving into like a new job, a new area of study, or a new type of work, or like things are getting better at work, like you're elevating, you're ascending, you've been promoted at work. Like you could be getting more freedom, but the freedom could be just aligning you with more purpose, more putting you more in alignment with what's working for you right now versus what you've outgrown. Okay, so renegotiating, that's good, especially with Mercury moving into Libra, and I believe Mars is in Libra too right now. I'm pretty sure Mars is in Libra as well. So get ready, y'all. Get ready. Put your seatbelts on. Buckle up. Buckle up, because Libra season, I can already tell it's gonna be a doozy. All right. New plan and strategy is being called for. We're thinking about the long term. We've been talking about 12-month plans for a few of these moon cycles. So right now we're looking at 5 years. I was talking earlier about like retirement, early retirement, savings, being able to make your money work for you while you're sleeping. Okay. Those are kind of things that we are investing in. So heavy on the planning, moving forward, manifesting. All right. Thinking seriously about your best course of action, maybe working a little bit harder to stay more disciplined. Don't be afraid to be ambitious. Like dig deeper. Like dig deeper, like where do you see yourself in 6 months, in a year, in 5 years? Like what do you really want? All right. And then this, don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. That's what I feel like that past energy is going to be. When it comes in, you're going to be able to tell that it's trying to control you. It's trying to either find out information or temperature check you. There could be, and I'm not saying that all the energy could be coming in and be disingenuous or inauthentic, because some of it will be authentic, but that's why we're still focusing on moving forward and focusing on our dreams, because we just need to get a little bit further out of this chaotic energy where the past is still trying to tug on us. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, thank you, Holy Spirit. Let's see now. I want to go into a soul's journey, and then I'm going to pull us an oracle from each deck. I don't think we're going to do the angel numbers. We're in, it was 5858. What's that? Like, ooh, that's like trusting the divine flow of things, surrendering, like allowing karma to change things. I just can't be afraid to say that. I just have to be honest that if that's what they showing me, that's what they showing me. I do really like the soul's journey. Um, got pride. It was in reverse, but we don't read these cards in reverse. I don't think. No. Look. Surrender. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. That's how we're going to be able to respond from love, respond with love when these tests and trials of the past try to revisit. We're going to have to use our wisdom, our discernment, what our bodies have taught us, what they have shown us, what our wisdom, our discernment, our third eye has shown us. Okay, surrender. I can release my need to control. And this is some of that codependency healing, allowing ourselves to truly trust the Most High, truly trust God, especially if we want a divine, godly, spiritual, spirit-led relationship where we know that that's like the most powerful, that's the most connected, right, that we could be spiritually with a human, another human. If that's what we really want genuinely and we're manifesting, then we have to allow faith to do its thing. We have to allow God to be God. And if our hands are all over it and trying to control it, then we're pushing God out. So allow God to be God so that we can appreciate what God had brought together. Right? Right. Let's read pride. We might end up reading surrender too. I feel like both of these are good. Let's see what's under surrender. Denial, judgment, forgiveness, health. Okay. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. You need to take time to honor and acknowledge who you are and what your soul has accomplished with your life thus far. You should look at your past soul choices and be mindful of how, through your positive actions, compassion, and understanding, you have made a better life for yourself and others. How have you changed the world in some little way? How have you shared insights with others? Reflect on what you have mastered. You should never underappreciate or underestimate yourself or your accomplishments. This is the time for you to remember how brave you have been throughout your journey. Celebration is required. Humans tend to spend too much of their time and energy on negative emotions or what they have not done. This card signifies that you should take rightful ownership of who you are and how you have shared your unique light with the world. It may also be a perfect time for you to look around and acknowledge those other souls who have also accomplished many great things and who need to be reminded of them. Look at that. That was right on time. Right on time. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I don't need to reiterate none of that. Let's read surrender. Bottom of the deck, surrender. I can release my need to control. You need to understand the distinction between power and control. You have the power of internal control, but very little external control over people or situations. The majority of your external control is through the power of influence. You can lead by example. Every soul has its own unique path, And it's not your job to dictate it. Giving advice or direction in a compassionate manner is the way to go. Your soul too has a path, and you possess the power to control it. But you must surrender the illusion that you have control over another. Remember that this is a process, and from time to time, your ego will rise up and demand that things be the way they should be. Envision a hot air balloon being loaded up with all the things you think you need to control, and let them ride away in the balloon. You'll be surprised to find that when you release the energy of control and accept the energy of surrender, doors will open that you never expected, because you now have given the universe space in which to materialize what is needed for your highest soul growth. Bottom of the deck, that's the move right there. That might be the name of the video. All right, let's do a Divine Masters. I'll save the African Goddess deck. Let's do a Divine Masters and wrap it up. I knew this was going to be what I needed. And I'm very thankful. Very, very thankful. Something happening on like a cellular level. I don't know if it's like DNA, if it's health. Something's happening on a cellular level. What? Oracles. Oh, look at that. Got 3, I think. Ooh, we got Kuan Yin, enlighten action, choose compassion, move forward with grace, move forward, choose compassion. Our compassion is going to be tested here soon, y'all. Now, okay, get ready. Our compassion is going to be tested soon. Bridget, inner fire. Let your passion lead you to your purpose. Look at this. I want to read all these. And the divine director. Trust the process. Create space for divine order to unfold. Baby. So we got some feminine energy out here, but we also have like this. I don't want to call him an alien, but he's like some type of light being. Green Tara, healing light, wellness unfolding. Know that healing is a journey. More feminine energy. I'm getting Virgo, Venus, Libra season. You got a lot to offer. I can already tell. And I'm claiming it. Let me know if you want to hear like a meditation or affirmations that support, this energy. And I can create that and save those here. I recommend listening to certain meditations as as you go to bed or fall asleep. You can also listen to them in the morning. But let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in. Kuan Yin, I think it's Kuan Yin, enlightened action, choose compassion, move forward with grace. Kuan Yin is a bodhisattva, a being of pure compassion and love, who is loved the world over, especially in the East. Bodhisattvas, I hope I'm saying that right, are part of the Buddhist tradition, but are very similar to the Western concept of angels, beings of light and brilliance who will do anything they can to lead those who call on them into a space of peace and harmony. Kuan Yin has grace, and a pearly white light surrounds her. She can help us step into an embrace of care, forgiveness, and compassion. If we have been hurt or disrespected by another person, she will help us move into a non reactive space so that we can stay connected to the light as we move forward. Baby, wrapping this up. Your message. If you're finding someone or something difficult at this time, the best way you can move forward is by going beyond seeking to understand why something is the way it is or someone is the way they are. It's time to move beyond the behavior or mistakes of challenges that are happening around you. Don't be pulled into the misery and fear that is coming to you from an outside source. Look at God. Refuse to operate on that level. Choose to take enlightened action for the sake of your own inner peace. Know that you can be compassionate and forgiving without having to excuse someone else's behavior. It's more about stepping into your own path and recognizing that you cannot allow your own wellness and peace to be affected by someone else's behavior or by the outcome of a situation that is beyond your control. Choose to move forward in your life with grace, realizing that if you allow yourself to get pulled in, it will only cause more hurt and anguish. And the best, most lightened act you can perform is to move on with grace and forgiveness as your North Star. The energy of Kuan Yin is here to guide you in a composed, light-filled way. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Like, thank you. The words are perfect. Absolutely perfect. Move forward with grace. Choose compassion. God don't. Bridget, inner fire. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Surrender. Surrender, y'all. We got to surrender and choose compassion. Choose compassion. Choose compassion. Yay. Bridget, inner fire. Let your passion lead you to your purpose. Bridget is a Celtic goddess of Ireland who is closely associated with fire and the season of spring. Her name means the bright one, and she is a goddess of fertility, healing, and all the renewing energies that spring holds. In Ireland, she is the protector of wells and holy shrines. Originally a pagan goddess, Bridget was so well loved that when Christianity came to the British Isles, she was adopted as a saint. And thus, she brings the energy of resilience, strength, and survival. Your message: you are highly driven, passionate. You are a highly driven, passionate being with the ability to make great changes in the world. Follow what lights you up, for the spiritual fire within you is growing and glowing, and the sharing of your passion will lead to the fulfilling of your purpose. Bridget is coming to you now because it might feel as though your life is changing and the ground is unsteady beneath you. But trust that it is best to change when change is unfolding around you. This is a powerful time for you to begin anew. The seeds that you have planted with your dreams are being given the opportunity to germinate and grow. Trust in your passions and don't let the limiting beliefs or doubts of others be projected onto you. Let your fire burn and roar. You've been warned. You've been warned. The divine director. Ooh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. This is probably going to be the last one. The divine director. Where are you? Here we go. Yes. Trust the process. Create space. Why do I do that? Create space for for divine order to unfold. The divine director is an advanced cosmic light being from the heart of Source who is dedicated to helping Earth and all her inhabitants align with divine purpose. He is one of the more elusive divine masters, part extraterrestrial, part angel. He can take many forms, but in most cases, looks like a character from Star Trek. He works closely with the angels to ensure they are fulfilling their duties and helping the humans they are charged with protecting. Your message: you are being guided to stop trying to micromanage the universe. Sometimes events are beyond human comprehension, and thus trying to figure out the finer details of your life may be holding you back rather than taking you forward. When the divine director comes to you, you are being invited to trust that there is a purpose behind what is unfolding. The choices and circumstances and challenges you are facing will lead you to know and trust yourself at a deeper level. If you find yourself not knowing where to go from here, there's a good chance that there's an aspect of your life that you have refrained from dealing with, healing, or sharing. In order for the next step to be revealed to you, you are encouraged to address the aspects of your life that you have overlooked. For when you do so, you allow the energetic wheels of the universe to take you forward. We are moving forward. We are moving forward. So, what can I share? This energy is telling me that we have been called to leave some spirits that exist in some people that we could possibly love, people that we could possibly realize that we don't like that much. um we could we could be recognizing what's just doesn't work for us anymore, like what's below our standard, from a friend, from a lover, even from family members. Like you may be learning, some of your boundaries, or learning to set some certain boundaries that help you protect yourself, but also help you protect the others too, from either their own doing or just from your frustration, your wrath, honestly. Um, and what could be happening is that people are starting to realize, like, who they can and can't play with. They also could be realizing, like, what you actually bring to them, that maybe you are a blessing that they either took for granted or didn't see or didn't realize. You could also be seeing, like, more blessings in your life. Like you could be seeing more of the people that are coming in that are in alignment, that you can talk to, you can relate to. You receive the mental stimulation you need, the clarity, the understanding. People that could be like that could have the same goals you have, where you can create these win-win outcomes. People you can communicate with, that you can have compassion for, that will still allow you to be passionate and move towards your purpose. People that can trust the process with you, stand in faith with you. Okay, that's the energy that's here. It's all about purpose and forward movement, but there is definitely, like, a graduation, an elevation, where we're just not showing up or responding the same way, because we know better and we know how to speak to that energy better now. All right, let's do one angel number, just one. Hopefully just one comes out. Give us something. Oh, Holy Spirit, give us something good. Give us something good. I know you are, because you always do. You always do. Do one more. Got two. I'll just get through the deck. Bruh. Got that. Y'all, you won't believe that there's two cards out here that came out last time. Let me make sure nothing else is turned over in here. But I am convinced that this is for us. Perfect. All right, we got 4. We got 1221, taking initiative. Change, optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, high vibes. Haki. Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. We'll take that. Thank you. We'll take that. 222, alignment, connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties. Did I show you this card? I think I did. Family ties, balance, life choices, compromise, commitment, trust. How do you move forward toward your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interests if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. Do what makes you happy, baby. What's in alignment with you? Okay? Did it make you happy? Are you still happy? Are you still happy with that? Hold your vision is out here again. 1551. This also came out last time. Manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. That's that hard work paying off. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Brave and courageous spirit has come up 3 times tonight. Confirmation. And then looky. 1111. Wish come true. So I think we're going to say a prayer tonight and ask for some things that we want. I did already, didn't I? I did. Maybe we'll do it again. Wish come true. Moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, taking action. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. There's fate and destiny again. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and let's see the bottom of the deck. We got 7777, perseverance, change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, enlightenment. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the right next step is. So it's all about moving forward. Next step, what makes you happy? What's your dream? We are focused on ourselves. All right. And we recognize that whatever is going to come our way, we're going to have to discern. Okay. Possibly use some compassion, understanding, that kind of thing. There's going to be some testing as well. Got a lot of 1s and 2s out here. Some 5s. 5 came up earlier as well. Which some change. All right. Is that all I got? I had something else. Was that my prayer? So we're thankful for the confirmation that we're on the right path. We're thankful for the confirmation that we should be moving forward and staying true to our vision. We're also thankful and asking for encouragement and strength to um, do better with our work habits, with our routine, our goals, right? The things we want to accomplish so we can get more disciplined. So give us that clarity, give us that strength. Allow us to also be able to discern when it's time to rest and be able to get back into it, be able to self-motivate and self-start. All right. We also thank you in advance for the alignment, the blessings, the overflow, the inspiration, the good news, the communication, the clarity, the commitment, the connections. We thank you for the prosperity, the abundance, the dreams come true, the money. We thank you in advance for it all. We thank you for the good luck, the blessings. Okay, we thank you for the permission to do what makes us happy. Doing what makes me happy makes me a little more compassionate. I think that if I'm focused on what's going to make me happy right now, I probably can respond from more of a compassionate place. Okay, so that might be a trick for us for the week. All right, that's it, my lovely folks. Always go within so you never go without, like Mystic Tori taught us. And like Worldwide Speak says, God loves you. No, I love you, but God loves you more. And over here at MiSpot, we stay connected to the ones who sit high, look low, and see everything. And once again, I thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night. And I'll see you next week.